Now, in tough economic times, desperate people do desperate things. And small and medium enterprises are doing just that in a bid to stay afloat. SMEs, which contribute significantly to the country's jobs and GDP, are folding and laying off staff. Here are some SME owners' perspectives on the economy.
This is Kirinyaga Road, a hub for very many small businesses. We're going to head down to find out just how many of them are coping during this economic situation. James Murray has been importing and selling spare parts for the past 15 years. He has been able to employ and eke a living out of his trade. But at this time of the year, he tells us, business is at an all-time low.
You cannot do any extra. You cannot plan for future because there is no money. By the time things you bring by sea, ikifika hapo imechelewa. Kama ulikuwa umefanya onda na nini vile mliagana hukutimiza vile walikuwa nataka. Unaona, taxes zimekuwa nyingi, alafu na ile pesa ambayo tunayopata ni pesa kidogo.
As the festive season approaches, Modi tells us that there isn't enough money for a bonus for his staff.
Imefika pahali hata ni karibu tuinue mkono sasa. Tuseme tasi tumeshindwa. Hakuna kazi karibu.
51-year-old Walter Ocheng has been a welder for 30 years. When we meet him, he has not had a single client. The oiled parts of his welding machine continue to rust before his eyes.
Kwa mwezi nilikuwa nikibaki na 18,000. Hiyo ni yangu binafsi wakati huo.
With inflation rising, job losses, folding of big enterprises and mergers to stay afloat, many Kenyans and business owners are not feeling the much-touted GDP growth. The contribution of small and medium enterprises cannot be underestimated. According to a 2018 Central Bank report, they contributed to 98% of all businesses, 30% of the GDP, and employed over 35% of the population. Over 70% of SMEs are family-owned, and 75% involved in a trade. We ask Ocheng why the economic situation is the way it is.
Hakuna vile uchumi unaweza haribika kama serikali inaendeshwa kikamilifu.
In Migori, the cast is different, but the script is very much the same.
Kuanzia mwaka jana biashara nayo ilikuwa ni at least kidogo juu watu wa mama walikuwa kiuza kwa barabara tangu wafuswe kidogo. Wengine wakaenda soko mchingo wakapoteza network biashara irudi chini.
So, what way forward for the SMEs? Experts recommend that entrepreneurs should review their business models and change their approach to how they do business. But still, money isn't flowing. It's worse for the SMEs that have to rely on chamas, life savings, friends, and loans as their access to finance from the formal financial system is extremely difficult.
Ya M-Shwari deni ninadaiwa. Paka sasa hata wamenipigia simu nitalipa deni yao wakati gani. KCB pia 7,000. Fuliza huwa mara nyingi wananipa 900, hiyo bado sijalipa.
It is not about our education system, for heaven's sake. It is the economy. That's why some of us are so opposed to Chinese bringing everybody. These young men from universities, engineers, will learn the new technology on that job faster than somebody who didn't do engineering. So let's not blind the masses. Let's work on the economy.
Kama sio hivyo inchi uzwe, wauze inchi, tugewawe kidogo kidogo, tufurahie.
You must be absolutely sure what you are going to do. And then you must be prepared to do it over the long haul. Because we must remember that businesses have ups and downs. People have a tendency of giving up when it's just a bit down. And maybe that is the time you are just about to fly.
The country is at a crossroads. SMEs constitute an important part of the backbone of the Kenyan economy. But if the backbone itself is not standing as it should, what will keep the economy from further falling apart? Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV, Nairobi.